You wake up again, 2:30 a.m., not from noise or nightmares, but because your bladder is screaming, and for the third time tonight, you stumble to the bathroom in the dark, frustrated, half asleep, and wonder, why can't I get a full night's sleep? It's not just annoying, it's a very dangerous warning sign. Frequent nighttime urination, also known as nocturia, isn't just about drinking water too late. For millions of people with high blood sugar or early-stage diabetes, it's your body trying to get rid of excess glucose. What might initially be annoying can turn into fatigue, brain fog, insulin resistance, and even heart problems. Research shows that insufficient sleep caused by nocturia significantly increases your risk of diabetes complications. What if you could regain control naturally? What if there were 5 vitamins, backed by research, that not only support your bladder function, but also improve insulin sensitivity and help you balance your blood sugar throughout the night? These aren't exotic supplements or fancy gimmicks. They're safe, proven nutrients that many diabetics are severely deficient in, and that your body may be needing right now. Watch this video and learn exactly what these vitamins are, how they work in your body, and how to use them, starting tonight, to break the cycle of sleepless nights and groggy mornings. Your nights can change and your days can finally feel like your own again. Before I list the 5 best vitamins doctors have found to prevent frequent nighttime urination, I have to ask you and inform you. Do you occasionally wake up to urinate? That's normal. However, waking up 2, 3, or even 4 times a night, especially if you haven't had enough fluids before bed, can be a silent warning of something much deeper. In people with diabetes or prediabetes, the kidneys work overtime. Why? Because your body is trying to eliminate excess sugar through urination. When glucose builds up in your blood, the kidneys pull water from your tissues to dilute the sugar and flush it out. The result? You're running to the bathroom all night and waking up the next day feeling exhausted, groggy, and more insulin resistant. This cycle isn't just annoying, it's dangerous. Sleep deprivation triggers stress hormones like cortisol, further raising blood sugar. Your body gets stuck in a cycle. High sugar gives poor sleep, gives high sugar, gives even worse sleep. And here's the kicker. Many diabetics ignore this. They think it's simply due to aging or dehydration. But in reality, nighttime urination can be your body's first and only cry for help before the real damage begins. The good news? You can break the cycle. And in the next sections of this video, we'll show you exactly how. From essential vitamins your body desperately needs to powerful combinations that calm your bladder and regulate blood sugar, all drug-free. Don't miss what's coming next. Subscribe and ring the bell because what you're about to learn can truly transform your nights and your health. Number 5. You might know vitamin D as the sunshine vitamin, great for bones and immunity. But what if I told you it could also be one of your strongest allies in the fight against nighttime urination and poor blood sugar control? See, vitamin D doesn't just sit quietly in your system, it acts like a hormone. And when your levels are low, the effects ripple through every corner of your body, especially if you're diabetic. Let's start with your bladder. Low vitamin D has been linked to overactive bladder syndrome and nocturia, the urge to urinate frequently at night. In a 2020 study published in the Journal of Urology, researchers found that individuals with lower vitamin D levels experience significantly more nighttime urination compared to those with adequate levels. Why? Because vitamin D helps regulate muscle function, including the detrusor muscle of your bladder. When this muscle is weak or overly active, it sends false signals to your brain, waking you up when you should be asleep. Now let's talk about your blood sugar. Vitamin D plays a key role in insulin sensitivity. It supports pancreatic beta cells, the cells responsible for producing insulin. A deficiency in vitamin D has been directly linked to higher fasting glucose levels and increased risk of type 2 diabetes. A meta-analysis in diabetes care found that adequate vitamin D levels were associated with up to a 38% lower risk of developing type 2 diabetes. That's huge. And here's something even more powerful. Vitamin D also supports melatonin production, your sleep hormone. That means better sleep quality, deeper rest, and more hormonal balance overnight. In other words, more vitamin D equals better insulin function, plus fewer bathroom trips, plus deeper sleep equals more stable blood sugar. So how do you get more of this nighttime guardian? How do you get more of this nighttime guardian? Sunlight is ideal. Just 15 to 20 minutes of early morning exposure can help. But many people, especially in colder climates or with darker skin, may need supplementation. Aim for 1,000 to 2,000 IU daily, but always check with your healthcare provider for the right dose. You can also boost intake naturally through fatty fish like salmon and sardines, egg yolks, and fortified plant milks. It's not a miracle pill, but it is a foundational piece. And when you're trying to fix a chain reaction of blood sugar spikes, poor sleep, and nightly bathroom trips, sometimes the simplest fix, like getting enough vitamin D, is exactly what your body's been begging for. Coming up next, a vitamin that not only supports your bladder, but also strengthens your nerves and soothes your muscles while you sleep. Stay with me. Number 4. If you've ever felt pins and needles in your feet at night, a burning sensation in your legs, or a strange numbness that keeps you awake, your nerves might be sending out a distress signal, and one of the quiet heroes they desperately need. Vitamin B6, also known as pyridoxine. This vitamin isn't just another player in the B-complex team. It's the vitamin that directly supports your nervous system's structure and function. For diabetics, whose nerves are constantly under siege from elevated blood sugar and inflammation, B6 is nothing short of essential. Let's look at the science. In a study published in the journal Diabetes Research in Clinical Practice, researchers found that diabetics with peripheral neuropathy nerve damage causing pain, numbness, and burning sensations often had significantly lower levels of B6 when supplemented under medical supervision. Many of these patients experienced improved nerve conduction and reduced SYMPTOMS. But B6 does more than soothe nerves. It also plays a role in blood sugar regulation. How? Vitamin B6 is a key coenzyme in glucose metabolism. It helps your body break down glycogen, stored sugar, into usable energy. If your B6 levels are too low, your body struggles to regulate sugar, leading to more nighttime spikes and more bathroom visits. And here's something fascinating. B6 is also critical in the production of serotonin and melatonin, two neurotransmitters that regulate mood and sleep. Without enough B6, your brain can't produce the calming hormones needed to enter deep restorative sleep. Poor sleep equals higher cortisol. Higher cortisol equals higher blood sugar. Higher blood sugar equals more pressure on your kidneys. See the chain? You're not just tired, you're stuck in a metabolic loop that worsens with each restless night. Now let's talk sources. And coming up next, we'll dive into a vitamin that might just be the unsung hero of your nighttime blood sugar defense. Don't blink. Number 3. Do you find yourself getting up multiple times a night to pee? It might not just be a kidney issue. Sometimes the real problem lies in a much quieter deficiency magnesium. Magnesium plays a vital role in hundreds of biological processes, from energy production and nervous system regulation to muscle function and blood sugar control. But here's what's truly eye-opening. A lack of this essential mineral can directly contribute to nighttime urination, especially in people with diabetes. In fact, a 2020 study published in Frontiers in Endocrinology found that individuals with low magnesium levels had higher insulin resistance and elevated blood sugar. In simple terms, when your magnesium is low, your glucose levels and bladder muscles can spiral out of balance. Why does this matter so much? Because magnesium helps relax bladder muscles, reducing the urgency and frequency to urinate during the night. It also calms the nervous system, promoting deeper, more restorative sleep. Your body rests, and so does your bladder. Unfortunately, many people with diabetes unknowingly suffer from magnesium deficiency. That's because high blood sugar causes your kidneys to flush out magnesium faster, leading to chronic depletion and worsening symptoms. So what can you do? Make magnesium-rich foods like spinach, almonds, pumpkin seeds, avocado, and whole grains a regular part of your diet. And if needed, talk to your doctor about adding a supplement, especially in the form of magnesium glycinate or magnesium citrate. These types are especially effective for supporting muscle and nerve health. Remember, sometimes the biggest improvements in your quality of life come from the smallest changes. Magnesium might seem like a small detail, but its impact is anything but small. Number 2. Let's talk about a vitamin you've probably heard about a million times, but never like this. Vitamin C isn't just for colds or immune boosts. It plays a much deeper, more vital role for people living with diabetes, especially those struggling with frequent urination at NIGHT. You see, chronic inflammation is a hidden driver of nocturia. When your bladder lining, nerves, or kidneys are inflamed, your body overreacts, increasing urine production and reducing bladder capacity. And guess what? Vitamin C is one of the most potent natural anti-inflammatory agents we know of. It works by neutralizing free radicals, those unstable molecules that inflame and damage your body from the inside. Studies have shown that people with diabetes often have lower levels of circulating vitamin C, which may worsen oxidative stress and inflammation. But there's more. A 2021 review in Antioxidants found that vitamin C supplementation significantly reduced markers of inflammation and improved endothelial function, meaning it helps relax blood vessels, improve circulation, and take pressure off your kidneys. That translates into fewer nighttime wake-ups. And here's the part that ties it all together. Vitamin C also enhances the absorption of other nutrients, including magnesium, which you learned about in the last part. That means adding vitamin C to your diet could amplify the benefits of other bladder-calming vitamins. Best sources? Think bell peppers, kiwi, strawberries, citrus fruits, and even broccoli. You can also take supplements, but look for buffered or timed-release versions to avoid stomach irritation. And remember, it's not about mega doses, it's about consistency. A little every day goes a long way. Vitamin C might seem simple, but for your bladder, your nerves, and your sleep, it's a quiet hero you can't afford to ignore. Number 1. We've come a long way through this journey, uncovering key vitamins that soothe your bladder, improve your nerve function, and calm inflammation. But now, it's time to meet the most underrated and possibly the most powerful vitamin of them all when it comes to stopping frequent nighttime urination in diabetics, vitamin E. You may know vitamin E as the skin vitamin, but in truth, it does so much more, especially inside your body. Think of it as your cellular bodyguard, protecting your tissues, your blood vessels, and yes, even your bladder from the silent damage caused by high blood sugar and oxidative stress. For people with diabetes, oxidative stress is a daily battle. Elevated glucose levels produce excessive free radicals, which damage the delicate lining of blood vessels and organs, especially in areas like the bladder and kidneys. This cellular stress not only accelerates aging, but also triggers chronic inflammation, making the bladder more irritable and sensitive. That's where vitamin E steps in. It acts as a lipid-soluble antioxidant, meaning it gets into the fat layers of your cells and shields them from damage. This is critical for diabetics because many diabetes-related complications, including neuropathy, kidney dysfunction, and vascular inflammation, are directly linked to oxidative stress. In fact, a study published in Diabetes Research and Clinical Practice found that vitamin E supplementation significantly reduced oxidative stress markers in type 2 diabetics, while also improving insulin sensitivity and vascular health. But what does this have to do with nighttime urination? Everything. When the bladder lining becomes inflamed from oxidative stress, it becomes hyperactive even when it's not full. Vitamin E works at the cellular level to calm that irritation, reinforcing the walls of your bladder and helping it function more normally. It also supports healthy blood flow, which is vital at night when your body is supposed to be in repair mode. Dot. Here's the bonus. Vitamin E is also a natural hormone balancer, especially for cortisol and insulin. Stable insulin means fewer blood sugar spikes, and fewer spikes mean less strain on your kidneys and bladder. So where can you find this powerhouse vitamin? Sunflower seeds, almonds, hazelnuts, spinach, and avocado are all rich in natural vitamin E, but to target therapeutic benefits. Many diabetics turn to D-alpha tocopherol supplements, a bioavailable form that the body absorbs easily. Most experts suggest starting with HAIVIU daily, but always consult your doctor first. Now imagine this: while you're asleep, vitamin E is silently defending your cells, calming your bladder, and making it easier for your body to rest deeply undisturbed. That's real healing. And that's why vitamin E earns the title of the cellular defender. Stay with us, because in the next part, we're going to pull all of this together and show you exactly how to start building your new nighttime routine for long-lasting results. So now you've discovered 5 powerhouse vitamins, each with unique benefits for your nerves, bladder, blood sugar, and sleep. But here's the million-dollar question. Can you combine them all? And if so, how? The answer is yes, but like anything in nutrition, balance is everything. Let's start with the good news. Most of these vitamins work in harmony, not against each other. In fact, some even boost one another's effectiveness. Take vitamin C and magnesium, for example. Vitamin C improves magnesium absorption in the intestines, making it more bioavailable to your cells. And vitamin B6. It helps magnesium enter your cells where it actually does its work, calming nerves, relaxing muscles, and easing bladder tension. And then there's vitamin D, the hormone-like vitamin that supports everything from immunity to insulin regulation. But did you know that vitamin D also enhances your body's ability to absorb calcium and magnesium? That means when you take vitamin D in appropriate doses, it indirectly supports bladder health by helping other nutrients do their job more effectively. So what's the safest way to combine them? Here's a science-backed, simple guideline. Morning. Take vitamin D with a healthy fat-based breakfast, like eggs or avocado toast, to aid absorption. Add your vitamin B6 here too. It works well with food and can help boost energy and mood throughout the day. Midday. Magnesium and vitamin C are best taken after lunch. Magnesium supports steady blood sugar levels post-meal, and vitamin C helps minimize inflammation that builds up through the day. Evening. Take your vitamin E with dinner or a nighttime snack. It's fat-soluble, so it absorbs best with a meal, and its antioxidant effects support overnight cellular repair. A few safety tips. Start slow. Don't overwhelm your system with high doses of everything at once. Begin with 2 or 3 key vitamins and observe how your body responds. Watch for overlap. Many multivitamins already contain several of these nutrients. Read your labels to avoid doubling up, especially with fat-soluble vitamins like D and E, which can build up over time. Be consistent. Vitamins aren't magic pills. They work over weeks and months. Regular use matters more than massive doses. Talk to your doctor or pharmacist, especially if you're on medications like insulin, metformin, or blood pressure pills. Some nutrients can interact with medications or alter how they're metabolized. And here's something most people overlook. Timing matters. For example, magnesium taken too close to bedtime may help with sleep, but if you combine it with B6 late in the day, it may actually energize you. Pay attention to how your body reacts and adjust accordingly. Lastly, hydration helps every vitamin work better. Drink enough water throughout the day to keep your kidneys, bladder, and metabolism running smoothly. You'd be surprised how much that alone can improve vitamin absorption and reduce nighttime urination. In the end, combining these vitamins isn't about perfection. It's about creating a rhythm that supports your healing gently, consistently, and safely. Because when it comes to your health, smart steps lead to strong results. Sometimes the biggest breakthroughs don't come from dramatic overhauls, but from small, intentional steps taken daily. And that's exactly what these 5 vitamins offer. They're not flashy. They're not part of some trendy superfood fad. But when used consistently, vitamin D, B6, magnesium C, and E can quietly reshape your health from the inside out, especially when it comes to frequent nighttime urination and the blood sugar spikes that often drive it. Think about it like this. Vitamin D helps balance hormones and reduce bladder overactivity, especially when levels are chronically low. B6 targets nerve sensitivity, calming the frequent urges triggered by diabetic neuropathy. Magnesium acts like a muscle relaxer for your bladder, helping you stay asleep, not sprint to the bathroom at 3 a.m. Vitamin C controls inflammation, lowering the pressure that builds around the urinary tract. And vitamin E? It guards your cells, especially the ones involved in kidney filtration and insulin response. Alone, they're powerful. Together, they're transformative. Here's the truth. Your body doesn't heal in sudden leaps. It heals in consistent patterns. You don't have to change everything overnight. You just need to start showing up for yourself. Take your vitamins. Eat clean. Rest when you can. Move when you can. That's the formula. And it's okay if it feels slow at first. What matters is that you're building momentum. You're creating a body that no longer works against you, but with you. Small choices, daily wins, big change. You've already made it this far, and that's no small thing. You've just walked through 5 of the most powerful, science-backed vitamins that can support your body, calm your nights, and bring your blood sugar into balance. Not through extreme diets, not through miracle pills or overnight gimmicks, but through simple, time-tested nutrients your body has needed all along. And if you've made it to this point in the video, you're not just curious, you're ready. Ready to take action. Ready to make changes that don't just lower blood sugar, but improve the way you live, sleep, and feel every day. Because here's what you already know now. Frequent nighttime urination isn't just annoying, it's a red flag. The problem isn't just in your bladder, it's often in your nervous system, your blood sugar, your inflammation levels. And these 5 vitamins D, B6, magnesium, C, and E are part of the answer. Not the whole picture, but a powerful piece of it. What you do next is what really matters. You don't have to go out and buy everything overnight. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to begin. Start with the one that stood out to you most today. Maybe you've been skipping the sun and need a D3 boost. Maybe your nerves need B6. Maybe your muscles are screaming for magnesium ... Pick one. Commit to it. Feel the shift. Then come back, build on it, and keep going. Because consistency, not intensity, is what creates real, lasting transformation. And if this video helped you, if something clicked, or if you felt even a moment of clarity, don't keep it to yourself, ... Like the video. Subscribe to Diabetes Journal. Tap the notification bell so you don't miss the next step in your healing journey. We're building something here. A community where healing is not just possible, it's expected. You've got this. We believe in you. And the best part? You're just getting started.